How does this song make you feel?
It kind of makes me feel like quite confident, and like the riffs that you've put in, well, the songs put in, is like makes you feel quite confident and that you can do anything, kind of invincible.
Mixed emotions because it's a country song, really, and it's got a bit of blues in it with the slide guitar. It's really powerful and it just hits you and it makes you fired up, almost like a battle sort of thing. So it gets you quite tense up, but at the same time the words, they tone it down, so it's just a nice piece to listen to. It's kind of relaxing for me, but it also gives you, for some people it might be getting fired up. It's kind of weird emotion.
I almost felt like I didn't know what was going on, like what words were going on, but it made me feel good. I didn't really need to know what words there were. Just the music alone was good and it made me feel quite calm. I was always interested in what was going to come next. It was quite a fun song. Interesting.
What colours do you associate with hearing this song?
I kind of see it as like dark browns, creams, and like stuff like that. 'Cause the idea of like someone walking through a bar or something like a cowboy or something. That's what it reminds me of.
I thought the song sounded quite country, so I would associate the song with more country colours, so green, brown, nature colours. Anything on the lines.
Red, it's because it's red anger and it's also love as well.
If you were watching a music video for this song, would you expect or want a storyline, like a narrative, or would you prefer just performance?
I think a narrative is needed because the riff is repeated, so you wouldn't want it to be just like random stuff. You want to be kept entertained. Like, it could start with a guy feeling like, because of my idea of confident, like feeling on his own, and then the riff comes in, he starts being more confident about himself or something. But it could like flip back to like performance every now and then, so like you kind of see him performing, and then you see a bit of the narrative, then you see him performing.
With that song, I would expect or like a story. I'd like to see. It felt like a story song, not just a performance song. It did feel like a story song. Yeah.
Yes, but I'd also want there to be like a crossfade transition of the performer playing the song as well, because I think that'd be nice. And the storyline I'd want was probably something that probably leaves me a question. Like, do they, for example, do they get together, or that sort of question. So like, does it happen, does it not, sort of thing. Like a cliffhanger, that's what I would say, cliffhanger.
Cool. So would you want to see like strong characters, and what kind of characters do you think should be included?
I see like there's one main character, like you see that's going to be quite a strong character, but I think there should be characters like that are like quite strong around him that are maybe not that nice, or it feels like the song is like a break free kind of song, like with the like upbeat and like it being the way it is. Yeah.
I'd like to see a few cowboys. I think that'd suit the song very well.
So like a cowboy hat or something?
Yeah, cowboy hat.
Probably a protagonist, like a main character, and then probably an evil character, and maybe so a character that represents hope. I don't know. Probably something that turns out nice in the end.
So a theme of hope.
See, a theme of hope, yeah.
What kind of style or appearance do you imagine the artist having?
I imagine him at first being quite like not very nice looking, like his clothes always smell and not like make an effort with himself, and then like further into the song he like comes back with like, don't know, like a leather jacket and his hair like all done up and like, I don't know, like looking quite cool, have a little bit of a charisma to him kind of thing.
I think like a John Mayer sort of appearance, like tattoos, rolled hair, like bit scruffy, but like as a style, not as in like he looks disgusting, but scruffy as a style. But he's more interested in the music or what he does than how he looks. Sort of thing.
Again, he's got to be cowboy, but he's got to be lead cowboy. He's got to be the cool guy.
How would you like the character to be portrayed?
I think he should be troubled by something, but we don't know what. Because I said of hope, and he meets someone who gives him that hope, but he's troubled by something. So he's sort of like a very quiet person.
I think at first you'd think that he's like not cool and that you'd be like, what is this even about? And then when he turns cool, I think you want the women to be like oh, he's quite good looking actually, about him. And you want the men to be a bit like, oh, like kind of jealous of him. That it can go two ways, because if you had him like suddenly becoming quite cocky and arrogant, people might feel against it. So you've got to make sure that it's portrayed as like he's good looking and not like he's arrogant.
The character in mind would be the superhero, the guy that all other lads look up to, all the girls fancy. He's the day saver. He's got to be the best man.
So should the artist be the character in the video then? Is that?
I think the artist should be the main character, but he should have a few side men